Hey guys, if you have never written a window function in SQL till now, then after this video, it will be a cakewalk for you. Okay, so I'm going to cover everything right from start, basics of window function, okay, why this exists and why it is needed. Then I'm going to cover what are the types of window function and the basic syntax of that. And then I'm going to show you query demo in MySQL with some data, obviously. And I'm going to leave you with some pointers of study so that in your data science and data analysis journey, this is going to be very, very useful for you. Now, window function is useful, guys, and that is the reason I'm covering it, because no matter you are into data engineering, data analysis, or data science, this is a must to know topic. Okay. Before moving on to this, guys, I want to show you few a YouTube video that I have created on SQL. If you have not watched that, right, please watch this SQL for everyone in 45 minutes. Okay, so you have to go to YouTube and search for Unfold Data Science SQL in 45 minutes. This first video that comes, right? So why I'm telling you to watch this is, if you're starting from scratch in SQL, right? If you don't know anything, if you're at zero, then this video will help you a lot. Okay. After that, SQL for data science, this is another good video you can watch. And if you are going for SQL interview, watch top 9 SQL interview questions. Okay. Now let's move on to our today's topic, that is how to write window function in SQL. So guys, since this is a discussion of data, let's go ahead and see some data. So here I have three columns. Okay. How many columns I have? Three columns. City is one column, country is another column, population is third column. So I have Delhi, Mumbai, two cities of India, and then London and Manchester, two cities of UK. Okay. Now my question to you is, um, what is the total population of UK? So imagine that in UK there are only these two cities. In India there are only these two cities. Okay. So my question to you is, give me the sum of population based on country. Okay. So what you will do? You will simply go ahead and write a group by query. There is no rocket science in this. You will simply write a group by query. You will say, hey Aman, just say select sum of population from this table, group by country, right? And the output that you will get will look like this. So you will have columns like country, okay, and you will have total population, okay, total pop I will call total pop. And here you will have IND as one, UK as other. Here you can have X is total population, Y is total population, okay. So this is what you are going to get when you run a group by. Now, one important thing to understand here is your four rows has become two rows. If you see how many rows you started with here, you started with four rows. How many rows you are ending up here? You are ending up with two rows. So what is happening here? Your number of rows is shrinking. Okay. Suppose it's a very large table. It's a table of 4 million records. Okay. But there are only, let's say, 10 different countries. So your 4 million will also reduce to how much? Your 4 million will also reduce to only 10 rows. That is the problem with group by. Now suppose I want to do some analysis where I want to see India Delhi total population is what, India Delhi population is what percent of total population. So I need to connect these two tables again. So that's a headache for me. Okay. I want to see what percent of UK population live in London. Okay. I want to see that. So I need to connect these two tables. That's a headache for me. That is where window function comes as a rescue. Okay. What window function tells you is, hey, don't bother writing a group by etc. Tell me on which column I have to do the partition. Okay. And then what window function will do is, window function will simply in your original data, right? In your original data, window function will add a column, and that column will be called as total population. Okay. And here, let's say for India, 10 plus 15, 25 million is total population. 25 million will come here. Okay. And here, let's say roughly 9.5 million. So 9.5 million will come here and 9.5 million will come here. Okay. So how this is better than the previous group by? It is better because we do not have a headache of connecting two different tables. In one table, now I can run multiple analysis here. So what all analysis I can run? I can say what is the percentage of this, Based on different partitions, I can say what distribution is falling in which bucket. So I will show you in query what are different flavors of things we can do. But another important thing to learn here, why it is called a window function? Because it does calculation in windows. So for example, if you say partition my data based on country, right? So the first partition will be created here. So this is kind of whatever I'm drawing in red here, right? First two rows, right? First two rows. This becomes your one set of data and calculation happens. Okay. So this is your window. Next time, what will happen is that window will slide down. Okay. And that window will come to UK. So this becomes your another window. So why it is called a window function? Because the window keeps sliding. So first of all, window will come, look at few rows, then window will slide, look at few rows, then window will slide, look at few rows. Okay. So I hope you understood the basics of what is this and why it is important. Now let's go ahead and try to see what are the some types of Windows function, okay, and basic syntax of Windows function. So guys, first of all, syntax of Windows function. So you will go ahead and write something like function name. Don't worry, I will show you query also now. Function name, okay, and then you will write here expression, okay. Remember these guys because sometimes SQL queries they will ask you in interview, okay, and then you will write over over, okay, and then you can write in the bracket partition by partition by partition by, okay, then you can write order by. Everything is not mandatory, but I'm just writing whatever you can write here, okay. And last thing is frame clause. I have also noted it in my notebook so that I don't by mistake forget anything. Okay, this is the syntax of your window function, right? And one example of that window function can be, for example, I want to see sum of population in this table country wise. Okay, so what I will say here, give me sum of population. Okay, sum of population. Over is a keyword. Okay, and then I will say partition by country. Okay, partition by country. I'm not using over by frame, etc. Partition by, let's say country is another column. So I will say partition by country. At the moment I say this, it will create different window on the country as partition and give me the total sum in a new column. Okay. So this is the basic syntax of these guys. Now what you see here as a sum is called a window function. So window function can be of different categories. What are the main categories of Windows function? Let's see here. So categories, this is the last thing before going to demo guys. Categories of window function. I will just tell you few functions so that you can relate whenever you see any function. Okay. So one category is value based window function. Other category can be rank based window function. Okay. And third category can be aggregation based window function. Aggregation. Okay. So what can be, in which category this sum will come? So you are intelligent enough to understand this sum is nothing but aggregation. Okay. So in aggregation, what you can do is for all your window, you can do something like sum, something like average, something like mean, max, etc. Okay. This is your aggregation based window function. Now in this data, I can also go and ask you know, give me the rank of cities of India by population. So for example, Mumbai will be first rank and Delhi will be second rank. Here London will be first rank, Manchester will be second rank. So if you want to get rank and if you want to get percentiles, for example, here you can say that um, my entire cities divide in two quartiles. So Q1 and Q2 or four quartiles. Okay. So based on percentile, I want to divide, let's say 50% and 50%, top 50 and bottom 50, or 25, 25, 25, 25. I want to create four buckets based on the population. So that also you can do in rank. Okay. So in rank category, I will show you in query both these examples what I spoke now. You can do a rank and you can do something known as entile. Okay. And tile, very important for data analytics. And tile will tell you what is the if you say, for example, entile is 2, entile 2, so it will divide your entire data in two percentiles. So 50% top in it will give you one number, 50% bottom one number. Okay. And then value based window function will come. In value based window function, there can be, for example, I want to see in the data when the first value came, when the last value came. So this is very useful for seeing logs. Okay. For example, when you are analyzing logs, right, then you may want to see when did the first failure came, or when did the first 401 response came, right? So in those type of analysis, your first value, last value, nth value, many things are here. I'm not writing everything. Okay. So now we will go to the demo. Just before that, what is window function? It is your friend for data analysis. The reason being, it does not create it does not remove rows, so you can do a row wise analysis. Okay. Basic syntax of writing windows function: you write a function name, then write what expression means column, and then partition by order by frame, and some of the categories of windows function is this. Okay. Now let me go ahead and try to show you what I have been doing in SQL. So here is one table, guys. If you see, let me remove this filter first to show you the table what I'm talking about. So here, let me run this. So this is world city population. Okay. Uh, Name is nothing but city name. Country code is your country code. So Kabul, Afghanistan, and then population is here. Okay. So Amsterdam, Netherlands, and then the population is here. We will be focusing on only these three columns: city name, country name, and population. Okay. So that it's very easy to understand. I will show you now. And what I will do for simplicity is I will do this on only two countries, because it will be easy to understand. So only Afghanistan and India. Okay. So let me run this query. Let me run this query. Okay, Afghanistan and India, only these two countries are coming now. Okay, so if you see carefully, in Afghanistan, there are four cities: Kabul, Kandahar, Herat, Mazar-e-Sharif. Okay, and their country code is AFG. And India, many are there. Okay, so we will see, just to give you a glimpse of the data. Now, suppose I ask you what is the total population of Afghanistan and what is the total population of India. So as I told you, in theory, you will simply go and run a group by here. Okay, so let me go here and run a group by first. Select country code, sum of population from world city country code in this group by country code. No rocket science here. If you run, your many rows will become just two rows. Many rows here will become just two rows. And then if you want to do any further analysis, you need to do a connection using joins, right? So I don't want this headache. What I want to use, I want to use a window function. So let's go ahead and try to run this query. Select name, whatever columns you want to select, and then you say sum of the population. Okay, over partition by country. This is the crux of this query, guys. So understand this syntax very carefully, guys. Select and column name, obviously it will come, and this is your Windows function syntax, whatever I'm highlighting here. Okay, so your function name, which function I'm using now? Sum function. Sum function from where? Aggregation. Okay, so sum function, then population. Population is nothing but your expression. Expression means your column name. Then you write over, and then you write partition by. Over, then partition by country code. Okay, and then this is just a pseudonym you want to give, and then you give your filters on India, Afghanistan. We are doing this. Okay, so let's run this and see what happens. As you can see here, let me maximize it. So none of the rows are being deleted. So we have selected only three columns. We can select more. Okay. And Kabul, this much of population. Afghanistan total population this. Kandahar, this much population. Afghanistan total population this. Okay. And here Mumbai population, India population. Delhi population, India population. Now it's easy to do the analysis. So I can simply create a column here. In SQL only I can create a column where I can say the percentage of population, etc. These kind of analysis become simple to do. Okay. Let's move on to the next. Suppose I don't write anything in partition by, then what happens? Okay. So if you don't write anything in partition by, it will by default run on everything. So if you see here, I will rerun this query. Okay. Select name, country code, population, sum of population over. There is nothing here inside over. So all the rows it will take by default in one window. Okay. And you are asking for sum of population. So it will give you sum of population. So understand this, guys. If somebody tells you, if I don't write anything in over, then what happens? Then your window is entire data. Okay. This is done. Let's move on to the next use case. So as I told you, we can use mean, max, etc. Okay. So in this query, what I'm saying is same query. I'm just saying, give me mean in all these categories. Okay. Give me max in all these categories. Same query, just minimum population in that and maximum population in that window. Okay. So I hope you are clear on what is window by now. Okay. Window means where your current slider is. Okay. So at the moment, your current slider is at Afghanistan. The minimum population is Mazar-e Sharif, that is 127,800. So mean pop everywhere will be 127,800. Okay. And max pop same way. Afghanistan Kabul is 17840. Okay. And India minimum population of a city is 89,000. Maximum is Mumbai, as you can see here, 105 and 5 zeros. Okay. So here which function I'm using, guys? I'm using mean max function, right? So mean max function is another aggregate function. Okay. Now let's go ahead and try to understand. Suppose I want to assign a rank here. So is rank my next one? Okay, first I will show you order by. Now this is scattered all over. Okay. Suppose you want to order it. So for example, highest comes first and then after that. So let me show you here. So what will happen if you write a order by clause is, if you can see here, everything is sorted here on population. So what I'm writing in query is, in the partition clause only, I'm writing order by partition by country code and order by population. So how this will be useful in your data analytics journey, guys? Suppose you want to take top 20%. Suppose you want to quickly see, out of 100%, how many cities are covering 50% of population. Suppose somebody asks you, out of 100 cities, how many cities contribute to one third of the population? You can quickly run in Excel or in SQL also, and you can simply see here your by population it is sorted. So Vejalpur is the city where it's lowest population in India. Okay, then Raigad, then Movi, then other cities are there. Okay, so this is your order by. Now suppose you want to assign a rank here. So rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Okay, so you will come here and simply use a rank thing. Okay, so I'm saying population and then rank. Okay, so simply run this same code, just that you are adding a rank. Okay, so let's run this. Let's run this. And here you will see that maximum population rank, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have just given the column name. Don't confuse with this. So first rank, lowest population, then highest population, Kabul, then Vijaypur first rank, and then Mumbai obviously will be in the end with highest population. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm assigning a rank. How rank is useful? Rank is useful in multiple visualization charts. Okay. Now let's move ahead and try to do something more relevant to analytics or more relevant to data analysis. So what I'm doing here is, as I told you, end tile. Okay. So I'm writing, give me in these partitions, right? Create a partition by country code and assign a number in end tile 2. End tile 2 means divide my entire data set into two buckets, top 50%, bottom 50%. Okay. So if you see here, uh, the Afghanistan cities with two highest population is in first bucket, two lowest population is in second bucket. Similarly, Indian cities with 50% of Indian cities with on the higher side of the population will be in first bucket, rest 50% will be in second bucket. So this analysis is another useful analysis. In one window function, one shot you can do it. Suppose I want to divide my entire cities in four buckets. So let's say, you know, if there are 100 cities, then 25 cities, top 25 one bucket, just the quartile concept, right? So let me run this and you will see that it starts assigning 1, 2, 3, 4. So see here, Kabul is 1, next one is 2, Herat is 3, and Mazar Sharif is 4. India also you will see 1, 1, then 2, 2, then 3, 3, and then 44. Okay, so this is nothing but your quartiles creation. Entile means percentile or quartile creation. And one more thing from analytics point of view, I want to show you here. So we have seen all the categories, but we have not seen the value category. So first value, if I write here, right, give me the first value of name. Okay. So what it will give you, it will give you in the name category, where is your first value coming? See, Kabul is the first one, so it's coming. Mumbai is the first one in the data. As I told you, in the log, it's very useful. Okay. Suppose I want to see when the first error came, I want to see when the first time 401 response came. All these things I can simply with the data, I can get one more column and do the analysis. Okay. So I showed you some 9-10 queries, guys, which is good enough to give you an understanding of how window function works. Key concept what you should remember here is window function is nothing but a sliding window taking a subset of your data and giving you calculations by not I'm sorry, omitting any rows. Okay, it will give you your report with original rows, so it's easy to analyze. Okay, window function is your friend. Don't get afraid of window function. For all the people who are in data analytics and data science, please remember, this will make your life very easy while doing many analysis, and you can impress people by writing some good window function. Okay, so whenever you are presenting some report or some analysis to someone, you can impress people by writing good window function. So what I want you to do, guys, is I gave you just 3, 4, or 5, 6 functions here, right? There are more in value category, there are more in rank category, and there are more in aggregation category. Just go ahead and do some practice on this. Okay, and do some practice on order by, do some practice on frame clause, and there is nothing more in window function. Okay, if you know this much, you are good to go. Okay, and please ensure you give me a like, guys, if you are liking this video. If you want me to create similar kind of content, keep me motivated by your comments. I will see you all in the next video. Wherever you are, stay safe and take care.